Good evening, students. Today we have to discuss the Descartes rule. Descartes rule means if p is the number of positive zeros of a polynomial p of x with real coefficient and s is the number of sign changes in coefficient of p of x, then s minus p is a non-negative even integer. Right? This is the Descartes rule. What says that? Suppose p of x is a polynomial. Here p is the number of positive zeros. We know the number of positive zeros. How to find it? And we discuss the sum. And s is the number of sign changes. The number of sign changes must be maybe positive number 1 or 2. And how to find the sign changes? We are discussing the sum also. Now, then s minus p is a non-negative even integer. Right? Okay. I explain in the sum detail. Remarks. We know that remarks and definition also. The number of sign changes of p of x, non-negative integer n, such that the polynomial has at most n positive roots. The number of sign changes of p of x, the non-negative integer n, such that the polynomial has at most n positive roots. And one more thing is there here, the number of sign changes of p of minus x also, non-negative integer n, such that then it has at most n negative roots. And one more condition, n negative roots. There are two conditions here. First condition is the number of sign changes of p of x is n, therefore at most n positive root. And the second point is the number of sign changes of p of minus x also, the non-negative integer n, such that the polynomial has at most n negative roots. The 2 points are very important. And one more point is there. I write 2 points in one concept. I explain it. If constant term occurs in the polynomial, 0 is not a root of the polynomial. If constant term occurs in the polynomial, 0 is not a root of the polynomial. For example, I can do an example. X square minus x plus 2. This is the polynomial equation or quadratic equation. Let p of x is the polynomial x squared minus x plus 2. The number of sign changes is what? Here plus and here minus and here plus. Let us write here plus, and this term must be minus and this term must be plus. So the sign changes here and here. So the number of sign changes is what? Plus 2 minus is 1 sign changes and minus 2 plus another 1 sign changes. Totally 2 sign changes. Plus 2 minus and minus 2 plus. The sign changes are 2. Okay. Therefore, the polynomial has at most 2 positive roots. Okay? Right. This is the explanation of this point. And suppose this equation must be plus. Here also plus, plus, plus. There is no sign changes. There is no sign changes. Therefore, there is no positive roots. If number of sign changes must be number of positive roots. At most number of positive roots. Here no sign changes. Therefore there is no positive roots. Okay. So this is the positive root concept. And how to find the negative roots? Let us take the p of x by applying replace x by minus x. Replace x by minus x. We don't consider this and we consider this one. minus x means minus x whole squared and plus of minus x plus 2. That means what is the value of p of minus x is equal to minus x square means plus x squared, here minus x plus 2. In this equation has already two sign changes, here plus and here minus and here plus. The sign changes, two sign changes, first plus to minus and minus to plus. There is a two sign changes from this term and that term. Compare the ith coefficient, I plus 1th coefficient, I minus 1th coefficient. Okay, right. X power I coefficient or compare x power minus I minus 1 or I plus 1. Okay, right. So compare these two equation. This is plus and minus. This is the first sign change and minus 2 plus. This is the second sign change. So there are two sign changes. Therefore, this equation at most two negative roots. Okay, we have already how to find positive roots and how to find negative roots. How to find positive roots? If p of x has how many sign changes? There is a number of positive roots. How many sign changes? There are two positive sign changes. That is two positive roots. And p of minus x has two sign changes. Therefore, two negative roots. And the equation having constant term. The equation having constant term. 0 is not a root. This is very, very important concept. 0 is not a root. Okay. How to get not a root? If suppose 0 is a root, this equation there is no constant term because x square plus x equal to 0. Here no constant term. Take x outside. X into x plus 1 equal to 0. Here x is a factor. So x equal to 0 is one factor. X plus 1 equal to 0 is a factor. Here x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 0. There is no constant term. 0 is a factor. 0 is a root. Now discuss the another one sum. Example 3.30, page number 126. Show that the polynomial 9x power 9 plus 2x power 5 minus x power 4 minus 7x square plus 2 has at least 6 imaginary roots. At least 6 imaginary roots. We want to prove it. How to prove it? Let us use Descartes rule. First, let us take p of x of the given polynomial 9x power 9 plus 2x power 5 minus x power 4 minus 7x squared plus 2. Here, we want to know how many sign changes. First term here plus and also here plus, here minus and also here minus, here plus. There are here plus to minus one sign changes and here same, here minus to plus. There are two sign changes. Here one sign changes and another one sign changes. Totally two sign changes. So it has two sign changes, comma, the polynomial p of x has at most, if two sign changes, the polynomial has at most two positive roots. Two positive roots. Okay, right. And apply p of x and replace x by minus x. We want to know how many negative roots. P of minus x is equal to 9 into minus x whole power 9 plus 2 into minus x whole power 5 minus x whole power 4 minus 7 into minus x whole squared plus 2. So what are the values of p of minus x? here minus 9x power 9, and here minus 2x power 5. Here minus power 4 is positive, and here minus x power 4. Here minus x whole square is x square, and here minus 7x squared plus 2. Okay, right. So what are the sign changes here? Minus, 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 plus. It has only one sign changes. Here all are same. Here one sign changes, minus to plus. Therefore, it has one sign change. It has one sign change, comma, P of x has at most one negative root. One negative root. Okay, there is two positive root and one negative root, and we want to know 0 is a root or not, because 0 is not a root because there is a constant term in the polynomial. So 0 is not a root. Clearly 0 is not a root. We want to find three conditions. First of all, if we put P of x, how many sign changes are there? If suppose two sign changes, the equation has at most two positive roots, and P of minus x has how many sign changes? Here the P of minus x has only one sign changes, so it has at most one negative root, and 0 is not a root because there is a constant term. So totally here two positive root and one negative root, there are three real roots. 0 is not a root, so we did not consider it, but we want to write it. Okay, right. There are three real roots of P of x. Okay, two positive root and one negative root, totally three real roots. Okay, this equation has 9th degree polynomial. There are three real roots. If a 9th degree polynomial has three real roots, at most three real roots, the remaining 6 roots are imaginary roots, hence proved. Okay, the remaining 6 roots are imaginary roots. Therefore, the polynomial has at least 6 imaginary roots. Therefore, the polynomial has at least 6 imaginary roots. Okay, right. Refer the sum and we go to the another one. Okay, we discuss another one. Example 3.31. Discuss the nature of the root of the following polynomial. First polynomial and second polynomial. We want to take the first polynomial P of x. Okay, right. What are the sign changes here? Here plus, plus. We want to know the sign changes. There is no sign changes here because all are plus. Here there is no sign changes. It has no sign changes. Comma, P of x has no positive root. P of x has no positive roots. Okay, and P of minus x, replace x minus x by x. Okay, replace x by minus x. Here minus x whole power 2018 plus 1947 minus x whole power 1950 plus 15 into minus x whole power 8 plus 26 into minus x whole power 6 plus 2019. So what are the values? Here the even number, so minus will be plus. X power 2018. Here also even number, so negative will be positive. Plus 1947 x power 1950. Here also even number, so plus 15 x power 8. And here 6 is also even number, so minus will be plus. Plus 26 x power 6 plus 2019. So what are the sign changes here? First term plus, also plus, here plus and plus, plus. Here is also there is no sign change. So p of x has no negative roots. It has no sign changes. It has no sign changes. Comma, p of x has no negative roots. And there is a constant term, so 0 is not a root. There is a constant term 2019, so clearly 0 is not a root. So there is no positive root. There is no positive root, so there is no negative root. No 0 is a root. 0 is a real number. Okay, right. So no positive roots, no negative roots, 0 is not a root. This equation has no real roots. Finally, therefore, p of x has no real roots. All roots are, there is no real roots, the remaining roots are imaginary. Here there is no real roots, all roots are imaginary roots. Therefore, p of x has all roots are imaginary. All roots are imaginary. Imaginary means complex roots. Okay, right. So refer the sum and we want to go another one. This is the first Roman letter and we want to find second Roman letter. Let us take the second Roman letter. First sum finished. Let us take the second Roman letter, p of x. X power 5 minus 19 x power 4 plus 2x cube plus 5x squared plus 11. Here what are the sign changes? First term plus, minus, plus, plus, plus. There are two sign changes here. From plus to minus and minus to plus. Okay, right. It has two sign changes. P of x has at most two positive roots. At most two positive roots. Two positive roots. And p of minus x, we want to find p of minus x. P of minus x is what? Minus x whole power 5. Apply x by minus x. Minus 19 minus x whole power 4 plus 2 minus x whole cube plus 5 into minus x whole squared plus 11. What are the values here? Here minus x power 5 and this is minus 19 negative power 4 because it is a even number, so negative must be positive. So here minus 19 x power 4 and this must be minus 2x cubed and this is plus 5x squared because minus x whole square is x squared plus 11. So how many sign changes are here? Here minus, 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 plus, plus. There is no sign change here. Here also no sign change, and from minus to plus, there is a one sign change, and also plus to plus. This equation has only one sign changes here, because minus to plus, it has one sign change. It has one sign change. Therefore, p of x has one negative root at most. P of x has at most one negative root. Okay. This equation containing constant term, so clearly 0 is not a root. So how many roots are there? Here two positive roots, at most one negative root, 0 is not a root. So totally 2 plus 1, 3 real roots. P of x has 3 real roots. P of x has at most 3 real roots. We can write at most here. P of x has at most 3 real roots. And the remaining roots are imaginary. What are the how many remaining roots? Because this is the fifth degree polynomial, 3 real roots. P of x has 2 imaginary roots, or otherwise you can write the remaining roots are the remaining 2 roots are imaginary. The remaining 2 roots are imaginary. So first of all, we want to find p of x. How many number of sign changes? Here plus 2 minus and minus 2 plus. There is a 2 sign changes. So therefore at most 2 positive roots. And we want to apply minus x to the polynomial p of x. Here minus 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 plus plus. Because there is a one sign changes. One sign change. It has one sign change. P of x has at most one negative root. So clearly 0 is not a root, because 11 is the constant term. Okay, if a polynomial has a constant term, 0 is not a root. Already we know that. And p of x has at most totally 3 real roots. Here 2 and here 1. 2 real roots. The remaining 2 roots are imaginary. Okay, right. Refer the sum and we go to another one. Okay, the fourth sum, determine exercise 3.6 fourth sum. Determine the number of positive and negative roots of the polynomial equation x power 9 minus 5x power 8 minus 14x power 7 is equal to 0. And the same model, let us take p of x. Let us take p of x is equal to x power 9 minus 5x power 8 minus 14x power 7. And we want to find the sign changes. Here plus and here minus, here minus. There is only one sign change. It has only one sign change. Comma p of x has at most one positive root. At most one positive root. And let p of minus x replace x by minus x. Here minus x whole power 9 minus 5 into minus x whole power 8 minus 14 into minus x whole power 7. So what are the values of p of minus x? Which is equal to minus x power 9. Here minus, this is an even number, so minus, here minus 5x power 8. The minus will be plus. And this minus we want to write here. And minus 14, this is the odd number, so minus x power 7. Minus into minus plus 14x power 7. And what are the sign changes? Minus, here plus. Minus minus same, and minus to plus. The sign changes from minus to plus. There is a one sign change here. It has only one sign change. Comma p of x has at most p of x has at most one negative root. One negative root. So the equation has one positive root and one negative roots. The polynomial has one positive real root and one negative real root. Okay, refer the sum and we go to another one. Exercise 3.6, question number 2. Exercise 3.6, question number 2. Discuss the maximum possible number of positive and negative zeros of the polynomial x squared minus 5x plus 6 and x squared minus 5x plus 16. Also draw rough sketch of the graph. First, once again, discuss the maximum possible number of positive and negative zeros. Zeros means roots. Okay, of the polynomial x square minus 5x plus 6 and x square minus 5x plus 16. Also draw rough sketch of the graph. First of all, let this equation here p of x and comma another one equation has q of x. There are two equations are there. We want to compare it. First of all, how many sign changes here? Here plus, minus, plus. And also here plus, minus, plus. Both equation has two sign changes from plus to minus and minus to plus. P of x, comma q of x has two sign changes. Two sign changes. Comma it has at most two positive roots. Two positive roots. Okay, and we want to replace p of minus x here. First of all, minus x the whole square minus 5 into minus x plus 6. And you want to find out x square means minus x square means x square. This is minus into minus plus 5x plus 6, comma q of minus x. Here q of minus x means minus x the whole square minus 5 into minus x plus 16. So q of minus x is equal to x squared plus 5x plus 16. And we want to know the sign changes. First plus and plus here, there is no sign change. And also here plus, 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 here also no sign change. It has no sign change. Comma p of x and q of x has no negative roots. No negative roots. What are the possibilities are there? Only two positive roots, at most two positive roots, no negative roots. Therefore, the two equation p of x comma q of x has at most two real roots. At most two real roots. There is a constant term, 0 is not a root. We can write here 0 is not a root. So there are at most two possible real roots. These two equation has at most two positive real roots. There is no negative rule. Okay, right. Now we want to draw the rough sketch. How to draw the diagram? Because this is the quadratic equation. Every quadratic equation is a parabolic form. It's a parabola, and this is also a parabola. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. This is origin. This is x-axis and y-axis. This is origin, and we want to find the roots. One root is enough because x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. What are the factors? X minus 3, x minus 2 equal to 0. And x is equal to 3, x is equal to 2. In the graph, this is 2 and this is 3. Okay, this is the x-axis value. The first p of x graph intersect 2 and 3. So this is the polynomial, quadratic polynomial. This is the parabolic form. If x square minus 5x plus 6 is the upward parabola, we know that upward parabola. So we draw the upward parabola to intersect these 2 points. Okay, this is also a vertex of the parabola, and draw the line. This is capital y-axis maybe. So this is the rough sketch only. So we want to intersect 2 and 3 to the upward parabola and compare this value. This is the same equation, but the difference is the constant only, 16. Okay, if suppose this is 6 and this is 16, the 6 constant must be here and the 16 constant to little bit upward here. So we want to draw this one. Okay, this is the p of x curve and this is the q of x curve. Draw only rough sketch is enough. So how to find it? We want to find the factor x equal to 3 and x equal to 2. In the first parabola, intersect in the x-axis 2 and 3. This is the upward parabola because x square form. So this is the upward parabola. So we want to draw upward and compare this equation. Both are same but only little bit different. What is the difference? Here 6 and 16. This compared to this equation, this is little bit high. So we want to draw, the coefficients are same, x square 5x same, the constant only difference. So we want to draw little bit high. So here, okay. So this is the upward parabola. So q of x. This is the rough sketch. It is enough. Okay. Refer the sum. Thank you.